Hi, it's Greg here with maritimegardening.com, and I want to do a video here talking about using wood shavings as a mulch. Now, this is a topic that I've talked about with numerous guests on my podcast. The general wisdom about wood chips, or wood shavings in particular, is that they rob the soil of nitrogen, which they do. But they don't really rob the soil of nitrogen, they tie it up. Right? The wood chips need nitrogen, the soil organisms need nitrogen to break the wood chips down. And so when the wood chips are breaking down, the nitrogen is being used to do that, but then the nitrogen goes back into your soil. So they don't really rob it, they borrow it. This is a simple way of putting it. And I've got a garden bed here where I grew collard greens here last year. So normally I like to use things that are really easy to get, like leaves and grass clippings, to mulch my beds. But last year, for a number of reasons, I bought a couple bales of wood, wood shavings, the kind you'd use for like chickens and things like that, to mulch some beds. So I mulched this collard green bed with wood shavings, and they work just fine. If you've got a plant with a really, really well-developed root system, and they're mature, and you put a whole bunch of wood shavings down, those roots are deep into the ground. They're getting all the nitrogen they need. What happens with wood shavings is that where the wood shavings are in contact with the soil, that little, sort of layer of soil is somewhat depleted with nitrogen. But you go down any more than half an inch and the soil's got all the nitrogen it would have had before, assuming you've got reasonably good soil, which I do here. Okay, so that's what I did last year in this bed. This year, it's early April right now. I'm going to plant some lettuce here. I think later on this is going to be a tomato bed, I think. But it's early April. You can't plant tomatoes out here till like end of May, early June sort of thing. So I got enough time to get some lettuce going here. So that's what I want to plant. But so what I'm doing is I'm pulling the wood shavings off, okay? So I'm just getting off what I can get off, right? And I mean, you can see this thing's full here. This is from other beds. All right. You hear a weird noise in the background. It's just my neighbor's dog. They stick it out once in a while and it howls and howls and howls until they let it back in. That's what they do. So if you hear this weird noise, it's not a human being tortured. It's a dog. All right, so just pull them off. Get off as much as you can, right? But there's still going to be some in the soil, on the soil, right? But it's not in the soil, it's on the soil. All right, so that's what I'm doing here. Just pulling this off. Okay, now this is a great, this is, 1 year old wood chips that's been on top of soil, in the sun, in the, exposed to the elements. This will be an excellent mulch for something else at a later date. Okay, so I've pulled everything I can get off of the top of, and of course there's some soil in here as well, right? But I've pulled off as much of it as I can, reasonably, right? So I got these. Now all I'm going to do is just smooth this out. You can see there's still a lot of wood chips on the surface of the soil. Not the end of the world, right? I mean, these are the wood chips that have been in contact with the soil. They're well broken down. They're still breaking down, and it's probably going to take them a season to complete breaking down. All right? So lots of people are going to say, oh my God, those wood chips are going to deplete your soil of nitrogen. And I'm going to plant lettuce, which needs nitrogen, as does everything else. All right? Okay. So let's say that we can assume that the surface of the soil has slightly less nitrogen than the rest of the soil. Okay? But we're talking about like an inch at most of soil. It's where that's going on. All the other soils get all the nitrogen it ever had before. Okay, so here's what I do to plant stuff. Okay, so I got some lettuce here. This is just a standard lettuce, Paris. It's called Paris Island Cos. I don't know what that means, but it's a nice romaine lettuce. Okay. All right, so I'm going to plant some of that here. And what I'll do is just make some rows, right? Not really any depth here. I'm just giving myself an indication of where these are going to go. Okay. So I'm spacing them about a foot apart, 2 rows. All right. Now I'll put this. Boy, that dog sounds sad. That dog is so sad. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's just the saddest dog in the history of dogs. Anyway, all right. Now, put these seeds, you know, a relatively generous sowing of the seeds, because you don't know which ones are going to take. And the great thing about lettuce is that you can move it, right? Once it starts growing, you can pluck it out and stick it somewhere else, right? So it's worth your while. You plant it heavy, thin it later, and when you thin it, if you've got space somewhere else, put it somewhere else. Like I've got lots of garlic beds. That's a good thing to put lettuce in with, right? So, I mean, it's early April here. Fairly early in the growing season, but you can plant lettuce this time of year. Basically, if you can see different kinds of weeds growing in the ground, and I've got a whole article on this on my Substack page about planting things organized around the stages of growth of the dandelion. Once you start seeing dandelion greens, which I've got on my lawn now, various parts of my property, I can see dandelions growing. When you see the greens growing, that's when you can plant lettuce, you know, as a general rule of thumb, okay? So now I've got my lettuce seeds sown. Now what I've got is some really good, rich, composted soil. All right, so the soil that's in contact with these lettuce seeds, in the immediate vicinity of the lettuce seeds, is good, fertile soil. 100% confident, right? So it doesn't matter that there's some wood chips here, and maybe the wood chips are robbing some nitrogen from the surface of the soil. It doesn't matter at all. So this is all ready to go. I've got some nice rich soil in contact with the seeds. Once they're about 6 inches high, I'll mulch this bed again. I won't bother putting a mulch on it right now, because it's early in the season and the soil needs to be dark and the soil needs to be capturing energy from the sun, warming up to facilitate the germination of the lettuce seeds. But, you know, once they're about 6 inches high, I'll mulch the whole bed and I'll have a nice lettuce bed here. I mean, we'll follow up. I do garden tours every month. You'll see if this works, right? But I'm pretty confident. I got good seeds, right? You know, sort of good, viable seeds. In the right place at the right time, planted in the right situation, so it should all work out. But that's how I deal with using a mulch, which many might consider a subpar mulch, right? Wood shavings, because they have 0 nitrogen, and they basically, to break down, they are going to need, you know, for the soil organisms to break them down, they're going to need to tie up some of the nitrogen that's in the soil, but it's all fine. It's all fine. I took off the bulk of it and put it in this big container over here, right? What little bit of wood shavings is still in the soil here, it'll all work out just fine. You don't need to worry about it. So if you've got a source of wood shavings and you want to use them as a mulch, go for it. Don't worry about it. It'll be fine. All right. I hope you found that interesting. If you did, please like, share, subscribe, and until next time, get out there, get at it, have fun in your garden. Thanks for watching. Hey, if you want to help support everything I'm doing here, go to Vessies.com to buy whatever you need for your garden this year. And use my coupon code GAVS23 to get free shipping as long as there's a pack of seeds in the order and there's no oversized items in the order. Check out the description box of this video for details. You can buy everything you need from Vessies. They have seeds, fruit bushes and trees, soil amendments, pest solutions, tools, clothing, and lots of other stuff too. So yeah, if you want to help support everything I'm doing here and they sell something you need, buy it from them using my coupon code, and happy gardening.